Guys, what's going on? This is Jason with JWClassicVW, and welcome back to the vlog. We're gonna go ahead and cover some stuff with Goose today because we've got a lot more subscribers, and I've been getting lots of questions about specifics on Goose when it comes to engine, transmission, suspension, interior, all this stuff. So we're gonna cover all that in detail today, guys. So if you're interested in all the good stuff on Goose, my 1956 Old ragtop, stay tuned. Right after this intro, we're gonna get into that. All right. All right, guys, first things first, talk about where I'm at doing this little tutorial of Goose. Go ahead and turn you around so you take a look and see. I'm right outside the NASA Space Center over here in Houston. If you live in Houston and you haven't been to the NASA Space Center yet, you are missing out because there's all kinds of cool stuff going on here. There's a couple trainer jets right there. I'll turn you guys around so you can see what's on the back side. Right there is the talks about what these trainer jets are. The T-38 Talon, that's what's over here, these trainers. And you can see off in the distance, there's a space shuttle, pretty cool. All right, guys, let's get to Goose and talk about some of the stuff you guys have been asking questions about. So the first thing to talk about is one of the questions that I get most often is Goose's suspension and how does she ride and stuff and what have I done to it exactly. So we'll start in the rear end first, and let's just talk about the tires, the tire size I'm running. You guys can see 185/65 R15 in the rear. And what have I done in the back is I've just dropped it a click, you know, one click right inside of here. You can adjust your ride height up or down by adjusting your torsion system. Mine's one click on either side to give me the drop that I have, and yeah, it was only one click and it dropped it quite a bit. So be careful on how much you drop that. There is a chart on JWClassicVW that kind of describes what you need to do depending on what kind of drop you're looking for. Other than that, suspension wise, I'm going to go ahead and throw some pictures up over here off to the right-hand side of the CAFR bar system, the 6-point CAFR bar system that I have installed underneath there too. And then I also have with my transmission a mid-mount support, a Mandola mid-mount support. For the front end, suspension-wise, I have 2.5-inch MP drop spindles along with what was a 2-inch narrowed MP beam that has been changed out or modified by me to probably about a 3.5-inch narrowed beam. Tire size that I run in the front is 165/60 R15, and they do not rub, not one bit. I actually got quite a bit of room here, and I like it. It's not dropped to the ground, not dragging. When I first got the car, she would drag a little bit in the nose, but I went ahead and evened out the drop in the rear and the drop in the front so that I didn't get any rubbing. Very cool. One of the next questions I get most often is, with that big engine, Jay, what kind of brakes are you running? Well, I have the bad brakes in the front that are the dual piston, you know, 2 pistons in the caliber. And I was thinking about going with the 4-piston, but I wanted to try this out first, and I got a great deal on the bad brake system that I have that allowed me to do that and not have to break the bank, because bad brakes are not cheap. In the rear, I'm still running the stock drums, and they seem to be working out just fine for now. But that will eventually be changed to a 4-wheel disc brake system, probably from Cool Ride Customs. Why? Because they sell a brake system that has a vented rotor, which give me a lot more braking power that I'm going to need when I do eventually upgrade from the General. And General is my engine. 2276 monster engine. I'll go ahead and put the build sheet location down below, guys, if you're curious about what exactly is involving the build of the 2276. But first off, I got a Ford Scat crank, 94 AA pistons. I got 5.4 connecting rods from AA as well. I went with Eagle lifters, and I have a CB Performance 2288 cam, which is a pretty high lift cam. Some of my favorite mods that I've done to this engine with my naturally aspirated carburetors is the reverse manifolds, the reverse IDF manifolds that help out with getting to your jets, your idle jets. Also, the Magnus Spark 2 is pretty dang awesome. Loads of other stuff, loads of other details, guys, so check out that build sheet if you want more information on that. Or just comment below, and I will answer whatever questions you have. Change locations, guys. We're down by the Kemah Boardwalk. And you know, you love it when there's nobody else around. I'll go cruise down there in a second so I can show you guys what's up. But I wanted to go ahead and talk about my Rancho Performance transmission next. That's right, guys. Rancho Performance. Let's shut the engine down so you can actually hear what I'm saying. Yeah, before we get to the transmission, I'm sure you guys can hear that external oil cooler going right there. Check out the video up off to the right-hand side here if you want to check out how I made my own oil cooler that mounts to my torsion tube on the back side. I used to have an oil cooler that was up underneath my fender, which was, you know, I guess functionally speaking, it worked fine. But I don't know, I was just always concerned that I was going to bump it or hit it, and that's exactly what happened whenever I was in the process of removing it to put on my new one. As I knocked one of the bottom 90s on it and broke that oil cooler. I had to order another one, so that kind of sucks. Hey guys, what's going on? But yeah, Rancho Performance, hardened gears, welded 3rd and 4th, beefed up side covers, the whole 9 yards. It's their Pro Street model, and if you're interested in the gear ratios, 1 to 4, they're all right up here. It's 412 ring and pinion, and then also information on the transmission will be down in the description below, guys, so make sure you check that out. And the oil cooler kicks on whenever it hits just above 180 degrees, which is what my engine oil normally operates at. Yeah, and that's a custom gauge cluster, guys, that I made as well. And I also installed Vintage Speeds fuel gauge, which, to be honest, is a little bit sporadic in working. And I think that has a lot to do with the sending unit that I installed. Either it's going out or there's something else wrong. I'm not going to blame it on the the thing I got from Vintage Speed though, because those guys make pretty amazing Volkswagen parts. So yeah, so what's after the transmission? What should we talk about next? We talked about the engine, talked about the transmission, talked about the suspension, the brake system in the front. Oh, how about this gorgeous interior, guys? I get questions about, oh, look at that. The oil cooler kicked off. Let's turn the key off. The interior is bright red, is the actual color, and it's from Sewfine. And I ordered their whole kit, including new foam for Goose. And you can see, oh, look at that camera gear in the back. It is gorgeous. Man, I just totally destroyed a mosquito. Let's move around some more so these mosquitoes don't come after me like a vengeance. So yeah, it's got a tweed insert in the door cards, and you have to order the door handles separately if you want them. I guess not everybody wants door handles, which I wanted door handles. The paint that I use, it's all spray bomb, guys. Is just this almond gloss on all of my seat rails, and in the back too, you can see it. And I used it on my steering wheel as well. And then I redid my passenger handle as well with the gloss almond. One of the things that I'm really proud of, and that took 2 tries to get right, was my rack top. The rack top is from Wolfsburg West, along with the actual headliner that's inside of Goose. And to be honest, I need to work on the back side of my headliner some, because it's the little piece that it comes with is a little ganky, and I want to upgrade that to something a little bit more sturdy, like a thin piece of metal or something, and then redo that. But you know, we all have things that we want to work on. I don't have handles in here yet either, which just haven't got around to putting them in, because I'm gonna have to find them. And this is from CIP1. They had a nice price on a reproduction, so I was trying to pick that up. Originally, these 56 ovals only came with one, the driver's side. So that's it, guys. That's the basics on Goose. A little bit of everything that I've done with her. A lot of you guys give me crap about my bumper blades, but I love them. Goose is not stock or an original. The body's original and the chassis is original, but the engine's definitely not. All the upgrades I'm doing to her are not. And the engine that I plan on putting in her pretty soon is definitely going to push the envelope when it comes to power. So we've got a lot of fun stuff to do, guys. A lot of fun stuff coming up. We got that 40 horsepower build that we're going to be going through pretty soon. I know a lot of you guys had interest in that. So be looking for the 40 horsepower build. And that's really going to do it for today, guys. All right, guys, that's going to do it for Goose and I today. I hope you guys enjoyed this little bit of intro, especially for all my new subscribers. Don't forget to check out the description below if you're interested in any of the information that we talked about down there. Don't forget to hit up with some comments if you got questions. And join the Facebook group, Instagram, because I'm always posted on there, guys. Good stuff. See you guys in the next one. This is Jason from JWClassicVW, and I'm out.